guys, SelfCastDad here, and today we're going to be playing Necronomicon, Dawning of Darkness. And I know it's been a while since I've done any videos, and that's because I had a whole bunch of stuff recorded, and my audio was just crap. So I decided to just scrap it all and start over again. So I'm really going to be trying to get better on a uploading schedule for you guys. So anyways, this game is based off of H.P. Lovecraft, who was a phenomenal horror writer. I believe he was writing around the 20s. I could be wrong about that, but anyways, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump in. Yes, I'd like to start a new game. And there's a moon. Very menacing, scary kind of moon. And a bird. Very scary, menacing bird. I'm not sure why my sound is skipping like that. It is rather odd. So hopefully that will smooth out. But we will see. We will see.
William.
What's going on?
Listen, to look at me, you'd think I'm not right in the head, but the reasons for my condition are far more awful than mere madness. William.
Madness.
What I've discovered goes beyond understanding. You just have to believe me. We're all in the gravest danger. That's why I keep on looking, but the more I learn, the more this thing devours me. I've been sentenced to death, William. For our friendship's sake, I ask you to look after this. Don't speak of it to anyone. Don't give it to anyone. Not even to me. Especially if I ask for it.
Typical Lovecraft. Keep this. Keep it away from everybody, even myself. So, I've already played through quite a bit of this. So, I know mostly what I'm doing. So,
Mr. William Stanton, I presume.
yes.
Allow me to introduce myself. Dr. Robert Eagleton, physician and friend of Sir Christopher Wycherley.
Hello.
I would like to talk to you about his son, Edgar Wycherley, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a friend of yours.
Yes.
I know Edgar too well not to notice the signs of insane delirium. It's a unique case. The terror he's experiencing cannot be easily dismissed. Are you aware of the rumors circulating about Dr. Owens in Portuxet Village? I fear greatly for your friend. So do his parents, and some of my psychiatric colleagues are talking of internment. You see, I would greatly value your considered opinion. Please, would you pay him a visit?
Yes, of course I will.
Thank you, William. Here's my telephone number. Contact me as soon as you run into him again. Goodbye, young fellow.
Goodbye.
Thank you again for your help.
No problem. Alright, so I tried putting out, going back into the game to fix my sound, and I'm not sure it did any good. Alright, so we gotta unlock this. Blah, blah, blah. And we can start our motorcycle. We have to go this way first. Oh man, that sound is really driving me nuts. Alright, and we could talk to these people.
Please, I need information.
Yeah? Well, there's none here.
And nobody will tell me anything. So, what we have to do is we have to come in here. We have to talk to this old lady.
Whatever the young man's looking for, he should ask Ma Brady.
I'm looking for Edgar Wycherley's residence. Do you know it?
For a few coins, kind soul.
Okay. Here. 50 cents.
Go see Mr. Crumb at the grocery store. You can't miss it.
Okay. Go see Mr. Crumb at the grocery store. Should be this way. Yes.
Crumb and Son, at your service.
No service.
I'm looking for Edgar Wycherley's house. Do you know it?
Mr. Wycherley, you say? No. I'd have to... Will you be needing anything else, sir? Edgar Wycherley? For the love of God. I'm only a simple grocer, sir, trying to make a living. What you need, sir, is a map. Then I can show it to you. This one costs $20, sir.
$20 for a map. See, I knew there was something I had to do. And then this took me forever to figure out. You have to get the map, then select the money.
Here you are, sir. I've marked the address you wanted with a cross. That's $40 altogether.
$40.
Thank you, and look after yourself, sir.
Yeah. No, thank you. So H.P. Lovecraft was a horror writer from the 1920s, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but he was sometime around that, the early 1900s. And he wrote mainly about witches and New England area witchcraft and sorcery and just things from beyond, ghouls and such. What he was really famous for is called the Cthulhu Mythos, which deals with the Necronomicon, and which is what this game is based off. And the Necronomicon is the Book of the Dead, written by the Mad Arab and his wanderings in the desert, which is a pretty interesting story all in and of itself. Ding dong.
Yes? Mr. Wycherley has gone out. Don't push it, he's out.
Okay. Sorry. The Cthulhu mythos mainly deals with, Cthulhu. What he called the old gods. And, they have their own lore all to themselves. And it's pretty interesting stuff if you really delve deep into it. But most of his writings were taken from his dreams, and I would highly suggest reading
Mr.
him.
William Stanton,
If
take
you
a
haven't.
seat. I'm delighted to see you. did you see my son in his new place in Pawtuxet?
No.
Well, actually, no.
You used to be inseparable once. How I wish he hadn't abandoned his archaeology studies. How about you, William? Do you flit from one new passion to another?
No, sir. I've just finished my architecture studies.
First archaeology, then genealogy, then foreign travel, astronomy, and chemistry. Personally, I preferred his archaeology period. Perhaps because he used to speak of it with passion. But then it seems children become more reserved, more secretive with their parents. Can I offer you a soda?
Yes, I'd like that, thank you.
Yes, I like that. Thank you. So this game was made in 2000?
Edgar left many
Which
books
makes it
and
14
documents
years
here
old.
relating to his recent research work.
Just so you know.
This is Gregor Herschel, who was a wealthy Providence shipowner in the colonial era. He had a daughter, who was Mrs. Wycherley's great-grandmother. This portrait was painted by Cosmo Alexander in 1765. Unlike my wife, Edgar loves this painting. It's a shame that he's not here to tell you all about it. Tell me honestly, don't you find the resemblance absolutely uncanny?
Mm-hmm. And I don't think there's anything else I can do here.
I had hoped that you might bring some news of my son. I suspect that this chemist, Dr. Owens, is working him too hard. Dr. Eggleton tells me that his health has deteriorated over the last few months. Come back and see me whenever you want, William. Edgar hardly ever writes to us these days, so it's a real pleasure to chat with you about him.
That sound is just driving me nuts. So, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go find this chemist, Dr. Owens. And this is where I got stuck last time. I was wandering around, looking for stuff, couldn't figure out how to do anything. Just wandering around, going up there, looking all over. And I finally figured it out.
Crumb and Son, at your service.
And it's as simple. Just... Well, I thought...
An excellent choice. That's $1, sir. Thank you.
Hello, my friend. Does the name Gregor Herschel mean anything to you?
How about that? Yes, yes. Yes, but it's cheap at half the price. I have to make a living too, sir.
Bam.
A ship owner? See if he's known down at the harbor, sir. Cross the church square and keep going down. Best let sleeping dogs lie. By Christ, this business has the smell of sacrilege about it.
Pardon?
Straight on at the church, that's right.
Yeah, Lovecraft was very interesting.
Good day, sir. I was told that I might be able to get information here about a fellow named Gregor Herschel.
Gregor Herschel? Sounds familiar. Oh, yes. I remember now. He was a big shot trader. Yes, yes. He was in cahoots with all the Providence bigwigs. He had a dock and good business. I would have thought there'd be articles about him in the Providence Gazette before he caused quite a commotion in his day.
Alright. Plot thickens.
Good day, sir. Excuse me for interrupting your work, but do you have any articles in your archives about a fellow named Gregor Herschel?
It's surprising to see how Herschel still provokes a lot of interest today, but tread warily, for his is a tale of madmen. The last person to ask about him was Edgar Wycherley, an archaeologist. Gregor Herschel is a strange character from our town's past. He came here from Salem, where he had moved to from Oregon around 1713. He bought landing stages near Mile End Bay and made a fortune from the slave trade. In 30 years, he became the richest ship owner in the town, controlled a large slice of Providence's commerce, rubbed shoulders with high society, and got married to the daughter of one of its captains in 1767. He died in a fire at his farmhouse in April 1771, featured regularly in the paper from 1713 to 1771. Happy hunting, Mr. William Stanton.
Creepy. Do anything else around here? Doesn't look like it. I guess this is the door. Oh. Okay. Fair of the Mystic Soldiers March. Last, two of the King's regiments were sent to New France, were stationed at Providence. Their number fell in the most inexplicable fashion. The incident presents some striking similarities with the disappearances that occurred at the port in October 1754. Witnesses have stated that on several occasions Mr. Gregor Herschel was seen conversing with soldiers wearing red tunics. Fires. Bradfield's district court has re-examined the affair of the fires night of 2nd May 61 in the light of the arrest of suspect Jack Souther on 15th January. The court has today passed a sentence 6 months jail. Guess that'll be it. Doesn't look like we can do anything else here. Oops. No. Okay. Get the right door. Oh, please, heaven forbid he tell me the same story.
Good day, sir. Excuse me for interrupting your work, but do you have any articles in your archives about a fellow named Gregor Herschel?
It's surprising to see how Herschel still provokes a lot of interest today, but happy hunting, Mr. William Stanton.
Okay. Can we leave then? Yes. Okay. Let's go up here. And I guess we'll try this
Common
guy
son,
again.
at your service.
At your service. Anything else I can buy? No? Okay. There's the church.
So then, young man, how's your research on Gregor Herschel going? Well, I've been doing a bit of my own research, and I've discovered that he traveled widely in his younger days, that he stayed in England and made 2 separate trips to the east. But for some strange reason, he shunned the company of men. Although he never turned away a guest, very few folk were able to find a word to say to him. Have a word with Blackfish. He'll tell you all about it. He lives in that small house down there.
Mr. Blackfish? Well, I won't beat around the bush. I've come to ask you to tell me about Gregor Herschel.
My friend, have you not forgotten something?
Such as...
Do you have nothing to awl the tongue?
I do not, sir.
Then get the hell out of here.
Well...
Yeah, that's right. Make yourself scarce.
Well, I don't want to offend
Well,
you.
okay, if you want to chat, bring some supplies. Why don't you come back later?
Mr. Blackfish? Well, I won't beat around the bush. I've come to ask you to tell me about Gregor Herschel.
My friend, have you not forgotten something?
Such as...
Do you have nothing to awl the tongue?
I do not, sir.
Then get the hell out of here.
Well...
Yeah, that's right. Make yourself scarce.
Well, I don't want to offend you.
Well, okay, if you want to chat, bring some supplies. Why don't you come back later?
Okay. So, we need something.
Crumb and Son, at your service.
Yes, hello, Crum's son. Where's your son?
Excuse me, sir. Do you have something strong that'll cheer up a miserable fisherman?
You mean hooch? How about this stuff? This isn't easy to come by, the way things are these days. There are stock problems, and the suppliers are taking advantage. Not to mention the insurers. Yep, it all has effect on the price. What the hell? I'm not in it for the money. I provide a service to my good customers if they show their appreciation.
Okay. Sell
Here.
it to me.
Will that be enough?
Well, I'll be damned. You are a good customer, sir.
Yes, I
I
am.
like people who show their appreciation. If you're in need of anything else at all, my pleasure, sir.
Thank you. Well, let's go look her up to Fisherman. See, is there anything we can check out? Nope, don't look like it.
Y'all got the firewater, lad?
Yep.
Here. And it's good stuff, too.
Good. So, do y'all know that at the time terrible things were being said about Gregor Herschel? He wasn't one to shy away from crime, and he must have made masses of dough. Everyone here has their reasons to look out for customs, my lad. At the time, the local businessman wanted to make a fast profit at any cost. Vessels would arrive in the bay at night, brigs and caravels overflowing with contraband, and secretly come ashore. You get the picture. Except that his cargo consisted of blacks from Guinea. They used to unload them to the north of Pawtuxet. There was a prison down there, a big stone building. At first, everything went fine. He wasn't the only one doing it, see? Except that one day, it wasn't just blacks. On that day, the Navy were out for blood because of a Coast Guard ship that had burned. The Liberty. They spied a big merchant ship with its lights doused, heading for Nakian Point. They followed it, then boarded her. Ah, good God. I'd like to have seen the face of the customs officer when he saw the cargo. It was Egyptian mummies. I'll bet he was well annoyed, because of course, they were not illegal. As for the mummies, no one knew what they were for, my lad. Do you see what kind of things he was up to?
Yes.
Mummies, huh? What a strange thing to smuggle.
That ain't the half of it. You know, the strangest thing of all was how often he used to replace his sailors. One crew would go on shore leave, some of them were laden with goods. And when it was time to sail again, there were always 2 or 3 men missing. The sailors are superstitious beggars. The tough sailors from the slave ships, pirate vessels, and the huge brigs of Brown, Crawford, and Tillinghast would make the sign of the cross when they saw the old man going into his warehouse in Doubloon Street. His mates and his captain detested him, but they were tied to him by the grip of fear. Nobody wanted to sail with him no more. His crews were made up of mixed-race sailors from Havana, Martinique, and Port Royal. Oh yes, the port of Providence has seen goings-on strange enough to make your blood run cold. Not more than 1 month later, 3 likely lads, not the type to miss a voyage, were due to set sail on the Gaita. They'd been seen the night before, but the next day, not a trace. The sheriff turned up with his deputies, the Redcoats, and they took the place apart looking for alcohol. That's right. They didn't give a damn about the lads. Then Smith was asked to put a notice in his newspaper, but there was no response. I'm pleased you take an interest in these things, but you need more detail to get a clear picture. Tell you what, I know a lad who can tell you all you need to know. Arthur Prokop. At this time of day, you'll find him in the Royal Standard. It's 20 yards back towards the church there. Tell him I sent you.
Thank you, sir. I'll find it.
See you again, sailor.
Hopefully not. Alright, so we need to go to the tavern? No.
I was sent here by Mr. Blackfish.
Yes.
I'm looking for information about Gregor Herschel, a colonial ship owner.
Well, you've come to the right place, my lord. It so happens that my father's great-grandfather, Milius Prokop, had close dealings with him. I should have some documents passed on to me by my father. Give me a little time to look. Let's say tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Okay. Sounds good. And I guess that means that I need to go back home. Anyways, that's what we're gonna do. But anyways, so my time's getting short. Reset my timer, and we're gonna end this here. So, anyways, making a lot better progress than I was last time I played this game. So, hopefully, we won't get stuck again, which it almost looks like we're going to be doing now. But, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be back again to play some more of this game. So, see you guys later.